My Uber driver looked exactly like my Tinder date. I'm standing outside this trendy coffee shop on 5th Street, checking my phone for the third time when this silver Honda Civic pulls up. The driver rolls down his window and waves enthusiastically. Sarah, I squint at my phone again. David, my date, mentioned he drives a silver Honda. Same height according to his profile, same dark messy hair, even the same lopsided smile from his photos. I'm thinking this guy's just being friendly, so I wave back awkwardly and say, actually waiting for someone. But thanks. He laughs, and it sounds exactly like David's voice from our phone call yesterday. I know, I'm picking you up. David sent me. My stomach drops like I'm on a broken elevator. What do you mean David sent you? The driver gets out and extends his hand with surprising confidence. I'm Tony, David's twin brother. He got stuck in some massive work emergency at the hospital but didn't want to cancel last minute. He asked if I'd take you to dinner instead. I'm staring at this guy who could literally be David's clone, down to the small scar above his left eyebrow. This is absolutely insane. You can't just substitute yourself for a date like you're ordering food delivery. Tony shrugs like this is the most normal thing in the world. David figured since we look identical anyway, you wouldn't mind. Plus, he really didn't want to disappoint you after you guys hit it off so well. He even sent me your entire conversation history so I know what to talk about. He pulls out his phone and starts scrolling, showing me screenshots of our entire chat. Every flirty message about our shared love of horror movies, every inside joke about terrible pickup lines, even my embarrassing autocorrect fail where I accidentally typed I love ducks instead of I love dogs. This is crossing so many lines I can't even count them, I say, but honestly, I'm more fascinated than angry. The whole situation is so bizarre it's almost impressive. Tony grins and his dimples are identical to David's photos. Look, David owes me big time for this weird favor, but free dinner at that expensive Italian place, interesting conversation with someone who already likes my face, I'm calling this a win-win situation. Against every instinct screaming in my head, I get in the car. The leather seats smell like vanilla air freshener, and there's a coffee cup in the holder with David written on it in black marker. The whole 15-minute ride, Tony's telling me stories David obviously coached him on. How he loves hiking trails upstate, how he got into photography during the pandemic, even how he broke his wrist in 7th grade falling off his bike trying to impress a girl named Jessica. The details are so specific, so perfectly matching our text conversations that I start wondering if maybe this is just David messing with me, some elaborate joke about having a secret twin. We get to Romano's, this dimly lit Italian place with checkered tablecloths and Frank Sinatra playing softly. Tony pulls out my chair, orders wine like he knows exactly what I like, and launches into stories about his supposed medical residency. He's actually more charming than David seemed over text. Funnier, more confident, better at reading social cues. I'm laughing at his jokes about hospital life, nodding along to his opinions about movies we supposedly discussed. I'm starting to completely forget this isn't my actual date. The pasta arrives and we're halfway through sharing tiramisu when Tony's phone starts buzzing insistently on the table. He glances at the screen and his face goes completely white, like he's seen a ghost. Everything okay? I ask, setting down my fork. His hands are actually shaking as he shows me the screen. David's calling him, but David's contact photo shows him lying in a hospital bed, oxygen mask covering half his face, machines beeping in the background. Tony stares at the phone for a long moment, then answers with obvious dread. Dude, where are you? Sarah's here, and I hear David's voice through the speaker, weak and confused. Nothing like the confident guy I talked to yesterday. Tony, what are you talking about? I've been in the ICU all week. I had a car accident on Monday. Who's Sarah? And why do you sound so weird? The restaurant noise fades to complete silence around us. Tony's staring at me with this horrible dawning realization spreading across his face. My blood turns to ice water in my veins. If you're not David, I whisper, then who the hell have I been texting? That's when Tony shows me his phone screen with David's real number, completely different from the one that's been messaging me for 2 weeks.